Can you fix generic errors in Visual Studio Code debugging? Have you ever faced those frustrating moments when your code just won't run in Visual Studio Code? You're not alone. Many developers encounter generic errors while debugging. But the good news is you can fix them. Let's break down how to tackle these issues effectively. First, it's essential to ensure your debugging environment is set up correctly. Visual Studio Code supports many programming languages, but you need to install the right language extension. For instance, if you are working with C or C++, make sure to install the C++ extension provided by Microsoft. Next, you will want to configure your debugger launch settings. This is done by creating or editing a file called launch.json. This file is crucial as it defines how the debugger runs your program. It includes details like the executable path, any arguments you want to pass, environment variables, and the type of debugger you are using. Once your environment is ready, you can start using breakpoints. Breakpoints are markers you can set in your code to pause execution at specific lines. This allows you to inspect variable values and see how your program flows. It's a powerful way to isolate where things might be going wrong. Now, let's talk about some common generic errors you might encounter. These can include configuration issues such as incorrect paths, missing files, or using the wrong debugger type. You might also run into build errors that prevent your program from running, runtime exceptions, or crashes. Sometimes, you may find it difficult to inspect variables or step through your code. To fix these errors, start by verifying your launch.json configuration. Make sure it matches your project setup, including the correct program paths and debugger settings. After that, rebuild your project to ensure there are no compilation errors. Using breakpoints strategically can help narrow down where the error occurs. Run the debugger and observe how your program behaves. If you encounter errors related to outdated frameworks or dependencies, such as net versions, make sure to update your project and environment accordingly. Don't forget to check the debug console and output windows for any error messages. These messages can provide valuable clues to guide you toward the problem. If you find that variable inspection fails or the debugger stops unexpectedly, confirm that your debugging symbols are generated and loaded correctly. By following these systematic steps, you can identify and fix generic debugging errors in Visual Studio Code. The key lies in combining proper debugger configuration with effective use of breakpoints, along with careful examination of error messages and program state during execution. This approach will help you become more proficient in software debugging and fixing bugs effectively within the Visual Studio Code environment.